All right. Let's go. It's me, Puddle Cakes. I'm here to go over my take on the next Mightiest Governor and the new setup and how I think it's going to go. Because even though we've had a lot of videos made on it, I think that they are coming out as misleading or not written properly. So I have read, I saw a video on a couple of different people that got responses from Lilith on either Charles Martel or Caesar or anything like that on Facebook. Well, a lot of them respond with, you are going to get the newest commanders or a choice of the commanders or a random commander. So I think what's going to end up happening, and then I saw another one too, is that where it said you have the choice of 5 commanders, not 3 commanders. So I think what's going to end up happening is, and I'm not 100% sure, as I have no clue and am no part of any of it, is that it's going to actually be the newest commander. Then it's going to be, so you're going to have A, B, and C. A will always be your newest commander. So it's going to be the commander that's in the rotation. If they didn't have it like that, then what would be the point of introducing new commanders every week? Or every 8 weeks or whatever. There would be literally no point. So, in a way, they have to have that newest commander on a rotation. So, I believe they're still going to have that newest commander, A, as that rotation. Because I think what ends up happening is in a kingdom that has been around for a while, maybe the third or the fourth MGE, it starts to get lackluster and they don't really need that commander anymore. So I think that this will give them options to branch outside the box. I think the second part will be B, where you'll get a choice. So one of the responses on the Facebook Messenger was that you'll be able to choose one of the 3 commanders from the main title screen. So in this one, I believe you'll actually be able to choose one of these 3. So Attila, Gupta, or Saladin, or Chandra Gupta, or Saladin. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool if it goes like that, because then it gives people that opportunity, that option of going and getting something new. Now, yeah, it's going to be a little goofy because if you, like, for us, it'll be Zenobia, which is our newest commander, and then we should have a choice between these 3. In a way, that's not terrible because you think about it now, if we have all of our people that got Zenobia, they ended up maxing him. We have a couple of people like we want to get Zenobia, but we don't really want them to max them. We might put them in the top 15 or something like that. But then maybe we still have a person that still needs Attila, or we realize that Chandra is good now, or Saladin. They can also pick from them, and it gives an opportunity for free to play to kind of push towards it in like the fourth MGE. The other thing that has been included in almost every message, is that there will always be a random. So does that mean C will always be a random commander? So you could have what, in a way that could really suck or be really cool at the same time. So, because could you imagine Zenobia and Theo up there, or something like that? Or maybe the random actually means that it could be a wheel commander too. So that would be really, really interesting and a different take on this concept. So, and then another thing, the last thing that actually makes me think that this is how it will be set up, is a couple of the messages said that it'll be a choice of 5 commanders. So the way I take that is if you have a choice of these three, your A, which is always going to be your new, and your C, that's always going to be your random, that's 5 commanders, right? So it's just a little video going over how I feel the MGE will be. But honestly, that would make the most sense to me, and that would give more opportunities for kingdoms to be ahead and get the newer commanders and up to date. If they ended up doing it the way that people are really scared or really worried about, which is just throwing Attila, Takeda, or Attila, Chandra, and Saladin at us, there will be a lot of disappointment, and it'll actually create a bigger gap between kingdoms. Because you figure in our KVK that starts now in 2 weeks, we won't have we've had like two Zenobias. We won't have a Nebuchadnezzar until we're like probably to the to the past 5 or past 6. Like that would be super disappointing, super depressing. So literally just a small video on how I feel that it'll end up coming out. I'm not quite sure yet. I hope I'm right, and just kind of my take on it, because really I'm just as worried as everyone else because I have been saving for several months for my sculptures, and I'm really looking forward to Nebuchadnezzar and Cyrus. So, um, yeah, stay tuned. Check me out anytime. Subscribe. You know, if you have questions, I'll definitely be around to help. And I do plan on starting up my new account uh, probably this week. I'm going to start completely from scratch. If anyone is interested in just throwing a kingdom out there, I don't even care if it's like Kingdom 2500 or 3500 or 5 million. I don't really care. Um, just throw a kingdom out there. I'll start a new account, just create it, and I'm basically just going to make videos day by day on what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and the little things of me putting up like just what I'm working towards. So like a lot of people get lost once they get to like tier 2, they don't know what to do, or once they get to tier 3, they don't know what to do. And I'll just kind of go through the steps on what I would plan on doing. And I mean, because I think I've gotten to level 8 in like 50 kingdoms, to because at one point you would go and do that to see who your opponents were. So I mean, 1196, 1198, 1271, 1093, 1149, 1047, 1059, 1307, 1314, 1556. I mean, these are all kingdoms that we could have had as enemies at one point, and the only way you could view the map was by getting level 8 or viewing their top 100. So I've gotten to level 8 pretty much down. So either way, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. Thanks. Peace.